All right, everybody, what's happening? So I'm going to do this video on USD CAD. I want to show you guys something. On this video, I did not send out a signal on Friday because I knew some of you guys would not be able to handle it if your stop loss got hit more than once. And so I have to be mindful of that. Those of you who are familiar with the real market structure, what do I mean by that? People talk about market structure all the time, but that's not really what bothers me. I'm not worried about the structure of the market. And when we say that, what we mean is, the highs, when the market goes up this level and, like this is a flag pattern, a bull flag, because guess what? It goes up, pulls back, and then it goes up, pulls, and then goes up, and and then it does the reverse. This is a bear flag. It goes up, then it drops, up, and drop, up, and down. I understand that market structure. But that's not the real market structure I'm concerned about. The real market structure, and let me increase the size on this and kind of show it to you. Here's the real market structure, okay? And those of you who have our trading system, you had the triple arrows right here. You had the channels that automatically populate. And as you can see, when it did drop, it dropped to the bottom of the channel. And guess what? That's fine. But that's not the point of this video. I didn't send this signal out, although I took this trade personally, because I know if your stop loss would have got hit, because we would have entered right here. If your stop loss would have got hit here, or whatever, you would have been, oh man, this is not working. But what the real market structure is, I've been telling you guys, look at this particular pin right here. All right, and let me increase that because that's the real market structure. You need to know this. This is the same thing. I just enlarged it. Look what happened. Up, boom, huge candle wick. Okay, up again. Then they hit you again. And then they hit you again. See, but here's what happens. On this last one, yeah, I went right back into it again. So yeah, my stop loss got hit right here, but I went back in and they hit it again. Why? Number one, I had a tight stop loss. You try not to lose money. But what I did was I got back in again after this candle because I knew this was going to drop. How did I know that? Because I know the real market structure. When there's too many pins at the top and the market is trying to create a euphoria against you to prove, oh, you know what, this market is going to go up, it's going to keep going. So they'll shoot out these pins. Triple arrows was telling me something different. Okay, shoot up the pins, shoot up the pins, shoot up the pins. What they're doing is they're trying to fake people out. They'll shoot it up, shoot it down. Okay, and then they'll try to sting your money. But I knew, okay, they hit me. But as you can see, look at these lines. They're very solid, straight across, like a haircut. Okay, so yeah, they hit my stop loss, but I knew get back in, Pat. Get back into this bad boy. The triple arrows is telling you a message. It's telling you something. And sure enough, look what happened. This thing dropped. Okay, so when some of you guys, you're worried about your stop loss getting hit, and this is whether you have my trading program or not. Look, I took away. I knew I did this from my phone. I knew it. 70 pips on this one trade. 70 pips after it kept going up, hitting the stops, hitting the stops, hitting the stops. Here's another reason why. Remember I told you guys about the Mark Williams, okay? The M pattern. I'll draw it out for you. Okay, hold on, that's ugly. Hold on. Okay, or as some people call it, the devil top or whatever. But I call it the M pattern, okay? Watch this. See this? Here we go. You can see this right there. Boom. See that M? Up, down, up, and then what? Triple arrows. They couldn't break above the trend line and close above the trend line. And those who have our system, you have the auto trend line. So this, it draws them in automatically. Those who don't have our system, I know you don't understand, but those who have it, these trend lines automatically draw in, just like here. See here, poked above, went back under. Poked above, went back under. Poked above, closed back under. Same thing here. It poked, came back in. Hit the top, came back, and never broke above the trend line. Triple arrows. What do you think I'm going to do? And it's an M pattern at the top. M pattern at the top. What does it do? It dropped. M pattern at the top. It will drop. So I took this trade, triple arrows, top of the channel. Did not break, even though they have these candle wicks. And sure enough, that was good for a 70 pip drop. So my point is, some of you guys, you panic because your stop loss may get hit. And again, some people brought up, oh, the big arrow, it moves. Yeah, it's not meant to be stationary. Its job is to simply tell you, hey, there is a correction coming. There is a change in the direction of the market. That's exactly what it's meant to do. So it may float from a few candles, but once you see it matched up with the triple arrows together, and it's all saying the same arrow in the same direction, and it's up against the channel on the bottom side or above, and you have these patterns, take that all day long, get your money, and put a trailing stop on it. Okay, so just want to give you guys that lesson. This was a great play out, but I knew that if your stop loss would have got hit one time, you would not have gotten back into this. But again, that's what they do. So this is a great lesson for you guys to learn. Just because your stop loss get hit, do not give up on the play. Just sometimes you're going to have to wait it out until the market makers get done playing their game, because that's the real market structure. Everybody's talking about market structure, market structure. The heck with all that market structure talk, because what you're forgetting is there is somebody who's creating the market. So while you're talking about the market structure, you need to be worried about who's the one who's creating it. Those are the ones who's doing these big pins. See, like same thing here. Okay, same exact thing. What did they do? Shot out a huge pin. Why? Stop hunts, then take off. Stop hunt, then they drop. That's what I'm worried about. I'm not worried about the market structure. Oh yeah, here's a flag pattern. That's a flag pattern. That's great. But when it's time for turning points, you need to know what's going on. Oh, I accidentally clicked out my arrow. Sorry. Let me refresh that. Hold on. Okay. So anyway, here's another way that we have it set up. But anyway, you guys get my point. So either way it goes, I'm out. I hope you enjoyed this video. There we go. I put it right back. So my triple arrows, 1, 2, 3, top of the structure. Yes, they sent out wicks, but it didn't break above the channel, so it dropped. Okay? But some of you guys would have gave up on the trade right here or right here because you said, oh, my stop loss got hit. No, you just have sometimes a little larger stop loss, move it a little bit higher, and that's why we put it right here above the big arrow, and therefore we let them play out and do what they do, and sure enough, it dropped. Just like I anticipated. Okay, so learn the market structure of the market makers, not the structure itself. Somebody, listen, if I told you, oh, pay attention to the structure of the home, wouldn't it be better to know who built it? Does that make sense? So the person who built it, you want to pay attention to who built it and why they built it the way they did, because that tells you more about the structure of the home or anything else more than the structure itself. Somebody put it there. Okay, so I'm always paying attention to the moves of the market makers, because they're the ones who's building the market structure. Learn their patterns, learn what they're doing. Candle wicks. Big arrow is telling you, even if it was over here and moved over here, it's telling you, hey, pay attention, here it comes, and sure enough, guess what? Wick, stop hunt, and then drop for 70 pips. Same thing right here. Big arrow came in. Here's another one. Here's another one. They didn't come together, but that's okay. Didn't matter, because guess what? It went here and then boom. But before that move happened, you can clearly see this, and let me increase this so you can see it with your own eyes. Okay? Because you need to see it. Oh, I made it too big that time, huh? Sorry. Hold on. This one right here. Okay? That wick, and let's measure it so you can see. From here, this whole candle was a 30 pip candle. How long was just the wick itself? The wick was from here to here. That was about a 12 pip, 13 pip wick. So boom, took some people out and then fired off, went in the opposite direction. They did big candle down, came back up, huge candle down, another one, huge candle down. So now, oh, it's time to sell. Big wick, and then boom, it took off. But who was telling you the truth? Y'all see that? Who was telling the truth? Okay? All right, have a good day.